What's going on, my fellow Star Wars nerds? And today on this Shoky review, we're going to take a look at another Black Series figure, and this one is the Maz Kanata. And if you guys paying attention to anything I ever do, I got this in a box from Unboxing Art. He got an extra one and decided to send me one because he said it was a really cool figure. So now I have a little tiny grandma alien. Thanks, Art. But it's got some cool accessories. The box is a little bit worse for wear, but it is what it is. I only say the box is for storing and or transporting, so no big deal. Got a nice little image here of Maz herself. You got a weird window right there into her weird googly eyes. Her eyes are so weird. Okay, and she is number 49 in the line. Yay for that. I have seen this out in the wild before. I just didn't ever feel like picking it up. Now you have the read-up on her right there. Destruction of her castle has forced Maz to become more mobile and take more hands-on and blasters firing role in the turbulent criminal underworld. She offers to help the struggle against the First Order by pointing the resistance towards a mysterious new ally. Okay, so this one is actually from, not from The Force Awakens, but from the Last Jedi version. So, is what it is, but you do get, like I said, you get the accessories from The Force Awakens, so whatever. And you do get a thing down here from wherever it is he bought it. So let's go ahead and get the little grandma alien out here and see how cool she is. Alright guys, so here's Maz out of her packaging and looking pretty tiny. She's a little bitty figure. Definitely the smallest figure from Force Awakens I've gotten so far. I think pretty much if I ever get a BB-8, that will probably be the shortest, technically speaking. Maybe if they ever go on sale again at Walgreens, I'll pick up a Rey/BB-8 figure. And just for a quick comparison, since I seem to have forgotten this entirely in the last few reviews I've done today, there's Wally. So she's at least taller than Wally. But Wally, this is Maz. She's very helpful. She tells you everything you need to know about things. And then shoots people. It's pretty good. There we go. Let's get a picture of that. Hold on, might have her looking down at me. There we go. Okay. So, get Wally out of here. Now, she does come with her accessories and stuff, so we'll look at that real fast. So, she does come with her blaster. Looks pretty good. Got a little kink in it, though. And a little bit of hot water probably wouldn't fix. I like the silver paint on the front. That's pretty much it. It's molded in black. Otherwise, decent detail. And as far as I know, she can hold it, in theory. Maybe not. Maybe she's left-handed. More or less. Seems to hold it in that hand, whereas the other hand is probably made for this little guy. And it is Luke's lightsaber, also a little bit flexed in there, done in silver paint with a little bit of black paint down here and red dot for the button. So that looks pretty good, and it is the kind that can accept a blade, so that's pretty good. I don't know if this is the same Luke's lightsaber we've seen with actual Luke in the past. I do not know these things, but it's entirely plausible. And she can hold it because she has to hand it to Rey. So she's looking pretty impressive there. Take it. Take it. If I remember correctly, I think it was Lupita Nyong'o who actually voiced Maz, who's a fantastic voice actor, by the way, or actress in general. Now, her other main accessory right here is the trunk, which is like half the reason I believe Art even got her in the first place. Stand, woman. And you got some cool stuff in here. You got what looks like an old wrinkled jacket, some kind of mechanical thingy, and a vase or something in there painted gold. And it's done in all the soft brown plastic, and then you get the bronze or whatever color you want to call that, and then a wash over that. Looks pretty good. It's all soft. It's not quite squared up anymore due to the packaging, but it's all good. You can actually kind of latch it closed like so. So it does work, and you know, it's pretty hefty. Pretty good. Pretty good. And you have to hide the lightsaber in there. Is it secret? Is it safe? So now you just need a Rey to come along and find it as it speaks to her. Now, real quick, we'll do a couple comparisons. Other than Wally, we'll bring in all the other Star Wars figures I've gotten so far. Zoom out again. Here we go. There we go with K2SO, who just absolutely dwarfs her. We got Force Obi-Wan, who, well, clearly spoke to Rey in the movie, but seems to have nothing to actually do with Rey's lineage. Alright, and then we've got C-3PO, the annoying one. Surprisingly, not that much taller than Maz. And then, of course, Mr. Vader with his Cape of Doom. Hi, my name is Vader. You will give me the lightsaber. Whatever. You're the one who cost the lightsaber in the first place, Vader. Come on. Anyways, so there's my whole Star Wars set. Let's get a picture. Awesome. Now, just real quick, because this is the first blaster I've gotten at all, I want to give it to Kay. There's a very upset child nearby. Oh, there we go. Now Kay finally has a gun. Odds are, I'm going to leave this gun with Kay. It looks good. Look at that. Who wants to see this movie? That's what I want to know. Who wants to see her sarcastic little ways and K2SO as well? Mind you, he died. But, you know, she's still kicking somehow. But maybe they met in the past at some point. I want a picture of this. That's awesome. I would watch this movie. Let's be honest. Alright, get Kay out of here. And we'll take a closer look at little lady here. There's a lot of noise happening outside. I apologize. I'm going to lower my light just a little bit. Alright, so you get her old wrinkly face here. She's done in probably like a brownish plastic, and then has this kind of gold wash over her. And then maybe a little bit of other stuff. The eyes are probably tampoed on there. A nice little orange and white. She's got a very kind of neutral smiling face. I like that. All of her skin has this gold wash all the way down to her hands, and she does have rings molded and painted on. I dig that. She's got like all her jewelry going on. She's definitely blinging. Look at that. You got some gold and some like white gold or silvery color stuff happening. Same thing over here. And then what I assume is a communicator is done in kind of a gunmetal-y silver. Her body here, her upper shirt, which is a soft-ish plastic, is molded all in this green color, and you got a necklace that's molded in. The vest is a separate piece of plastic, but there's no way you're taking that off without taking her arms off, and we're not going to play that game. Her belt is all molded in this kind of American cheese color. And it looks like her pants might be the same way. And then it's painted, or at least right here on the belt loop is painted on. I guess this is like a pouch or a little purse. Got her little belt right there is painted. These, what I assume are like keys or something. Halfway painted at least. And then you've got a thing down here. God knows what that is. Communicator. Whatever. It's on a little soft dually. That's a little pouch. Come around to her little baggy pants butt. Looks like they washed the legs, or it's a different plastic, so they didn't quite finish that up. That's what it is. Oh, totally missed her little beanie going on here with a little silver painted emblem. Pants are all molded in this reddish, maroonish color. And then you come down to the legs, or the ankles, and the feet. She's got these crazy socks or boots or whatever's going on here. She's kind of a Southwest feel to her, if I'm honest. I dig it. I like the almost knitted socks and everything going on. Now you do get her goggles. That, you know, for the most part in the movie she had them down, and then she put them up to get a closer look at Finn. But if you put them down, she does look a little bit better. She has almost like a Kid Anakin thing going on. But these are actually slightly magnifying, which makes her eyes a little bit bigger. I dig that. I actually prefer the look of the goggles on. I like how they swivel. That's pretty good. Her head is on what I assume is a disc hinge and a ball joint, judging by how it clicks. She can't look up, but she can look down. She's like, yeah. If I could get like a glass plate and actually get that image with a lights. Oh my god, I want to make it happen. Anyways, so she can rotate all the way around. No big deal. Pirate. Black one out and she becomes a pirate. Um, she's definitely got something there. I don't. Got to be a shoulder joint there, but I'm scared. Oh, jeez. Oh, it scared me. Okay, so it can at least come out to 90 degrees. And then you can rotate, and she can wave. Hi. Well, she doesn't sound like that, but it is what it is. I do like the molded in textures here. Single jointed elbow. I don't know if that's a ratchet or just the way it feels. Could be a ratchet. 90 degrees out of that. You get wrist rotation, although it's very scary. It's just down here. Same thing on this arm, even though the arms are molded differently. Waist rotation, as we saw earlier. Thighs, or size, hips. Hips can get her to do full-on splits, so don't judge a grandma by her size. Thigh cutout that really, truly kills the sculpt. Beef jerky, that's what her legs look like. They look like jerky or burnt chicken. You got a single jointed knee that's either detented or just that hard to move, so she can only go just under 90 degrees. And then no rotation. Oh, I'm sorry, you got rotation at the knee. Is that on purpose? Yeah. So you got thigh rotation, and then you got just above the knee rotation. That's ridiculous. So that's good. Lightly ratcheted ankles, and then foot rotation. So she's like a tiny Power Ranger, realistically. She definitely has the same articulation as most of the Rangers. So Maz is a badass. Don't ever doubt that Maz is a badass. She's just probably old and tiny. She's like 1,000 years old. If I remember correctly, Han specifically states like she's run that bar for like 1,000 years. And I'm like, well, how do you know that? Who has been around long enough to know Maz for that long? Either way, she's ready for a fight. So this figure's pretty cool, and of course I thank Art for sending it to me. It was a freebie. We've kind of been trading stuff back and forth. So it is what it is. So, I mean, if you can get this girl for pretty cheap, I believe he was getting them at like 10 bucks a pop or something like that on Amazon. That sale probably not going on anymore, but, you know, odds are there will be more sales. Definitely try to pick it up at Toys R Us if you can, because everything is on sale at the moment up there. You know, it is what it is. But I'll catch you guys later. I want to thank my patrons as usual. John, Andy, Steve, Kolby, you guys are great. If you're interested in the Patreon, it'll be right here on the screen. If you want to check out some Shoky merchandise, all the stuff right here. She just fell over. And of course, if it is still before the month of May ends, all Shoky merchandise, along with all the Lupus for Lupus merchandise available up here, it all goes towards the Lupus for Lupus charity. If you don't know anything about the contest for some reason, it's also up here or in the end credits. You can check that out. I'll catch you guys on the next review. Remember, as always, may the Force be with you.